Hi there YouTube and welcome to Tech Cravers. In my last video I showed you gameplay from Valve's masterpiece Half-Life 2 running on my AYN Odin Pro. I instantly got two questions from several of you guys. Can you remove the touch icon overlay and can you show us how to set up and install the game? The answer for both of those questions are yes, and I'm gonna show you now. It's a very easy process. First of all, you want to have Half-Life 2 installed on your computer, and you want to have the SD card from your AYN Odin inserted to your computer so you can drop your game files to it. After that, you want to look up where you have your Steam games installed on your PC. The default location is shown on your screen now. In this folder, you want to copy the two folders named HL2 and Platform. Then you want to paste them to a folder on your SD card that you will remember when you're back on your Odin. And as you can see, I have chosen my download folder. The process will take a few minutes, and once that is done, eject your SD card and put it back in your Odin device. Back on your Odin, you want to make sure you have ZArchiver installed. And for that, you need to go to the Google Play Store and search for ZArchiver. And you want to download this app. I have already done it, so I'm not going to do it again, but once you have done it, you can just open it up. Now you want to follow my steps. Device memory is the Odin's internal memory, and the SD card is, you guessed it, the SD card. So we want to copy the two folders that we put in our SD card's download folder before to a specific folder in our SD card. So long press on them and choose copy. Now head over to device memory and you're going to find almost the same folders here. A folder that you won't find but I have is this, the srceng folder. You need to create this folder by clicking the plus icon at the top of ZArchiver. I just forgot to record it. This folder will of course be empty for you, but I have already done this, so my files are here already. To drop your files, just click on the green icon. And as you can see, it asks me if I want to overwrite my files since I already got them. And we're almost there. The last thing we need to do is to download and install the app's source engine version 1.11 made by Nile Rosar. It's basically the source engine but for Android. I will have the APK in my description for you to download. So click it and this information will be pre-filled. As you can see, the path to game resources is already pointing to that folder we created before. So hit launch and I'm gonna show you some settings. So once in game, click on options and on video. And these are my settings that I use to get this game running smooth. And I can show you my advanced settings as well. So let's load the save state and I will show you how to map your controller.
I'm sure you don't remember me though.
Now, as you can see, the game has all of these touchscreen controls that you want to map to your Odin's physical controls using the built-in key mapper, or key adapter as it's called in the Odin. And I'm just gonna start by increasing the opacity for my Odin keys because I removed them earlier. Now go ahead and map all of your Odin keys as it pleases you. I'm going to assume that you already know how to do that. And I'm just gonna show you my sensitivity settings for the thumbsticks as they might need to be tweaked some. For instance, on the left thumbstick I have increased the sensitivity all the way up to 100%. Now there are two tiny things we need to do before we can enjoy the game. First we need to turn off the opacity for the Odin keys that we just mapped. And as you can see, this was the hardest part of the whole setup. And the last thing is of course to turn off the ugly touchscreen overlay. So simply head over to the in-game menu by pressing this icon, then go to options and to the touch tab, then untick the draw touch box and hit apply. That's it. Now we can enjoy one of the best games ever made in a portable mode on our AYN Odins. This is definitely a game I'll be playing in the upcoming weeks, at least until I get my Steam Deck. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to play Half-Life 2 on your Odin, and if you did, please show it by leaving a comment or a like down below. Also consider subscribing if you haven't already for more content like this. Thank you for watching.
Oh, and by the way,